the Smokey, Steve, and Marc News Desk. This just in! YouTube couple, Smokey, Steve, and Marc, have announced a sequel to their blockbuster movie special, CINEMAGIC, the magic of the movies.
Yeah, when we first thought about doing a sequel, I mean, we were a little bit leery.
I know, like, how many really successful sequels are there?
Right? Really. I mean, we knew that it would be a gamble, but we also knew we just had to do it.
And we couldn't be happier. CINEMAGIC 2, Let's Go to the Movies, arrives on your screen right now.
Me down the aisle of the Groffman's Chinese Theater.
Welcome, welcome, welcome! We're gonna make a popcorn cake.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and we have a giveaway just for you.
Oh, well.
Oh, I got like 3. And here are the results. The greatest movies of all time, according to Hollywood. Winner is...
Ever since I was a kid, my favorite movie is Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and as I got older, I really appreciated like the actual craft that went into making it because it's all hand-drawn animation. But as a kid, I just thought the villain played by Christopher Lloyd was super scary, and I don't know, I just kind of really loved the whole idea of like both the Hanna-Barbera and the Disney cartoon characters in the same movie, which you see almost nowhere. I think the only other occurrence I can think of is like the Space Jam movies, which I think had some Disney characters in it. Anyway, that's my favorite movie. What's yours?
Hey, Steve and Marc. T-Dub here. I just wanted to make an entry into your favorite movie contest. Now, I'm not sure if this is my all-time favorite movie, but it's definitely in the top 5. There's just something about this movie. I can watch it beginning to end, any time, any day. It always makes me happy. It's the music and the dancing and the nostalgia and the cheesy story. Oh, there's Maud. And here's a hint. You're going to have to guess what movie we're talking about. Let me zoom in a little bit and see. Okay, what do you think? Can you guess what movie it is? Thank you for letting me join. Talk to you soon.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
I'm Steve.
I'm Marc.
And this is Smokey, Steve, and Marc.
Why, yes, it is.
Welcome or welcome back.
Indeed, and welcome to CINEMAGIC 2. Let's go to the movies.
Part 2.
Yes, part 2. We had so much fun in the first one, right?
How could you not let it spill over to the
Oh,
next?
right, I know. Oh, all right. Before we go any further, the elephant in the room, right? Okay, so we left you hanging on the last one.
Yeah, I mean, there's other words people could use for it, but we'll say hanging. We'll say we left you hanging.
I like to call it a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
We'll
go
I
with
mean,
that.
you know, okay, we'll go with that. That
We'll go with
works. All right, so we're not gonna let you. We're not gonna let you wait any longer. We are gonna pick the first winner in our CINEMAGIC giveaway for our CINEMAGIC gift basket. Okay. All right. So, do you have your Do you have it ready to go?
My sack of papers? Yes, I have my sack
Okay,
of
you
papers.
ready? Okay.
Yes.
So everyone who entered is in here, you know, and we're just gonna pick one right now.
Yeah, we're just gonna pick one, I guess.
And then we'll give you the results of the poll, okay? Okay, all right, so drum roll, please. Da-da-da-da-da. You've won. Okay.
It is Army Wife 98.
Army Wife 98!
And your favorite movie is Singles. Which is not a bad movie.
Congratulations! Oh my gosh!
And Singles is a good movie.
It is, and we have another winner to pick too. Oh my gosh! Okay, so definitely, contact us or we'll contact you, and we will get your prize out to you faster than a college girl with big boobs running from Jason Voorhees.
That took a lot. I like it.
You like it?
I like that.
Okay, good. It's too late to take it back.
I suppose, though. It's not.
So anyway, the giveaway was part of a poll that we held, and we wanted to know what the greatest movie of all time was. That is according to
y'all.
you. Yeah, absolutely.
So, why don't we see some results?
Oh, yes, here they are. I was surprised at some of the movies that made it to the list. There were some odd ones there.
There were. But I'm a cheerleader, which I love, but is not super popular.
Yeah.
Good Burger
Good Burger.
made the list.
And then there were some of them that I was surprised that didn't make it to the top 5. Like Gone with the Wind.
I know. There's some other
The
classics.
Star Wars movies.
Exactly. They didn't make it. Ghostbusters, I would call it a classic. Don't judge.
True.
Didn't make it to the top 5.
Very true.
So,
But anyway, we have our top 5 greatest movies ever made according to you guys. Are you ready?
Mhm.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, coming in at number 5 was actually a tie between My Cousin Vinny and The Blind Side. Interesting, huh?
Interesting. Cross section.
Yeah.
Taste. Oh, coming in at number 4 is Titanic. Leo DiCaprio. Kate Winslet.
Yeah.
My heart will go on.
Oh yeah, mine too. And number 3, dun 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 dun. Oh yeah, it's Jaws.
Coming in at number 2 is Steel Magnolias. We're going back to the Dolly Parton, Shirley MacLaine,
Oh yes.
Julia Roberts.
Mhm.
So ill, so brave.
Oh, I know.
If you don't cry during this movie, I don't want to know you.
Right. Okay, and drum roll, please. The number 1 movie was We're Not in Kansas Anymore, The Wizard of Oz. Oh, yes, and that, of course, starred Miss Judy Garland and was released in 1939. I love that movie. I do.
I know, it's a
I
good
don't know
movie.
anybody who doesn't, though.
I think I'd stop a queenship.
And there you have it, the top 5 greatest movies ever made, according to you.
How about that?
How about that?
How about that?
Oh, there was so much fun to do. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and quite the variety.
It was definitely a
It
variety
was
of
quite
movies.
the
yeah.
cross section
It
of humanity
was.
there.
Thank you, everyone who took part in that. That was a
Yes.
blast. I was really curious how it was going to turn out.
I was too. I mean, you think it'll be the classics, and then of course, you know,
Yeah.
who won, but
I know.
and
How about that, Wizard of Oz?
Wizard
of
of Oz.
course it's Wizard of Oz.
of course, it's
Oh my
everybody's
gosh.
warm, cozy, go-to old favorite.
It is.
Unless you like things like Marathon Man or something like that, you know, something
yeah.
a little bit different.
Or that
but
Good Burger movie.
Good Burger. But
was
Wizard of Oz
great.
is like one of those timeless. Little girls are still Dorothy.
Oh yeah,
for
definitely.
it. You know, drag
Yeah.
queens are still Dorothy.
Oh, I still watch it
know,
every year.
so it's-
like all the way through. I do love it. I do love
Yeah.
it. And you know what? To commemorate that,
Mm-hmm.
I just happened to come up with a recipe.
You did.
I did. We're gonna go into the kitchen and make some over the rainbow minestrone.
Toto? I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Oh yes, I am so thrilled to be sharing with you my very own recipe for minestrone soup. Oh yeah, but not just any minestrone. Over the rainbow minestrone. Now, I called it that not only just to tie it into our movie video, but because there's a colorful array of vegetables in it. So let's get started, shall we? It all begins with the ingredients. Yes, it does. Okay, so you need 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Then you're going to need 1 heaping cup each of diced celery, diced carrots, diced onions, shredded cabbage, chopped up zucchini, diced tomatoes. And then you're going to need 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, 6 ounces of tomato paste, 10 cups of vegetable broth, 1 15-ounce can of cannellini beans and red kidney beans, 1 large russet potato diced up, 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, 1 can of corn, and you're going to want to drain those, and 1.5 cups of cooked small pasta. In addition to that, you are going to be needing some herbs and seasonings, beginning with 2 tablespoons of dried Italian seasoning, and then you're also going to need 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley and basil, about 4 sprigs of thyme, and 2 bay leaves. Begin by heating up your olive oil in a large stock pot and sautéing your celery, onions, carrots, and your cabbage for about 5 minutes. Now we add a pinch of salt and pepper and add our tomatoes, zucchini, thyme sprigs, and our bay leaves. And then we allow that to sauté for another 2 minutes. Now we add our tomato paste and give that a good stir until everything is nice and covered. Then we add all of our fresh herbs and all of our stock. And then we want to bring it to a boil. Now we add our potatoes and our beans, and we bring it back to a boil, and then we reduce the heat and let it cook 10 to 15 minutes until our potatoes are nice and tender. At this point, we stir in our Parmesan cheese. Now, you can get a Parmesan rind to use. You just throw it in and let it cook down a little bit and remove it before you serve it. But we're using shredded today. And now we stir in our pasta. Wait. Don't add all that pasta right to the pot. I mean, after all, we are starting off with fully cooked pasta. We don't have to cook it right in the soup, right? Instead, let's add our cooked pasta right before we're going to serve it. And storing your soup separately from the pasta will ensure that that pasta doesn't get all mushy, right? Oh, another thing, remember to remove those bay leaves and thyme sprigs before you serve it too, okay? And that's all there is to it. Over the rainbow, minestrone soup.
Minestrone. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I hope you enjoy it when you give it a try yourselves. So, a couple people had asked the popcorn cake that we had made. What does it look like on the inside? Because it's popcorn, Rice Krispie treat type stuff. So does it look like styrofoam? It looks like this. So that's the outside you would see, and the ganache on top, and the decorative marshmallows, and then there's the popcorn and the icing and everything through there. So that's a straight cut through to give you an idea of what that cake looks like on the inside. If you put it in the refrigerator, don't attempt to chew it for hours, just so you know. And you might need a jigsaw to get through it. Also, it seems we have a new tradition going on as far as our interesting facts. So here are some interesting facts about the movies. Spooky edition. Ah, the movies. You know, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes of a movie production. And there's a surprising number of these movie productions that have reported creepy, disturbing, downright spooky events on the set. And this has led to some of these productions even said to being cursed. So, here are some interesting spooky facts all about the movies.
The tale of Poltergeist is infamous at this point and has been overshadowed by truly tragic events. The star of the movies, Heather O'Rourke, died at the age of 12. She suffered a cardiac arrest while working on one of the later installments of the films. Now, this might not be so creepy if the actress that played her older sister hadn't also unexpectedly died during the filming of the first Poltergeist. Dominique Dunne was murdered by her ex-boyfriend just one day after the movie premiered, and there would be more death. Actors Will Sampson and Julian Beck also unexpectedly died after the completion of the second installment. And you know that infamous outside pool scene? You know, the one where Jo Beth Williams nearly drowns with all of those skeletons? Yeah, well, those skeletons were actual real human skeletons. You see, director Steven Spielberg wanted to use real human skeletons instead of plastic skeletons to save money. At that time, real skeletons were less expensive than the plastic ones. The name of the movie Kane was changed to Shark. This happened after a shark killed a stunt person during the filming. And in A Bridge Too Far, stunt person Alf Joint suffered a severe injury in a roof jumping stunt. He said he felt like someone had pushed him from behind, although there was nobody there. Rosemary's Baby. Oh, this is a masterclass of cinematic tension. It instills a deep sense of dread and unease, and that feeling carried over into the production. This production got started off on a pretty crazy note. You see, the producer received an anonymous letter stating that he would die a long and slow and painful sickness. Well, shortly after, he did just that. He collapsed on the set and needed emergency surgery. Now, the musical conductor, he wasn't quite as lucky. He had a nasty fall while on the set and ended up dying from a hematoma on the brain. Now, other spooky occurrences that happened during the filming of this movie was the entire cast being struck down with severe food poisoning. And yet another producer nearly died after having a stroke, also on set. The Exorcist was not only one of the most terrifying movies to watch, but as it turns out, it was a legitimately frightening movie to shoot too. This film that tells the story of a young girl's possession is believed to have a curse after 9 people connected to the film died during production. And that's not all. The lead actresses, Linda Blair and Ellen Bernstein, oh yes, they both sustained severe back injuries while filming this movie. And something that still baffles so many people to this day, there was a fire on the set that actually turned the entire set into ashes. The only thing left untouched was Reagan's bedroom. Yep, the exorcism scene. Alien. Ooh. The chest-bursting scene has become one of the most iconic scenes in cinema. And that's in part because of the great acting involved in that scene. Well, there's a reason for this. You see, director Ridley Scott withheld all the information about that scene from the entire cast, to kind of evoke a more natural response to the scene. Well, he got what he wanted. Actress Veronica Cartwright, she passed out when the big moment occurred. And lead actress Sigourney Weaver, she said she completely forgot she was even filming a movie, reacting with genuine terror for the actor laying on the table. And there you have it, just a few spooky facts all about the movies. So, the next time you sit down to watch your favorite movie, maybe keep a bottle of holy water on hand and the local priest on speed dial, 'cause, you know, you never know. You never know who or what might be watching you. I am just loving those spooky, interesting fact segments. I just love them. Well, I mean, it goes to show. I mean, my favorite movie genre is horror, you know, and that got me to thinking. I never shared with you my favorite movie, and you probably can guess it. It is a horror movie. It is. My favorite movie of all time is the original Halloween. And there's a couple reasons for that. I mean, first of all, it was Miss Jamie Lee Curtis's very first movie that she ever did. I mean, that's pretty cool just in itself. I mean, being that she's become like such an iconic actress, you know. And did you know that she is the daughter of two other very famous actors? Oh yeah, Janet Leigh, Psycho, yeah, Janet Leigh and Tony Curtis. And it was the first horror movie that I was allowed to watch as a kid. So I guess that's why it makes it special for me. And a couple interesting facts about this movie. First, it was a very, very low budgeted movie. I mean, like $300,000 budget. That's extremely low for a movie. But despite that low budget, it went on to produce a franchise. I mean, like numerous sequels, books, video games, merchandise, and actually, the whole movie, it wasn't filmed in Haddonfield, Illinois, like the movie takes place. It was actually filmed in Pasadena, California, and all those leaves that they had on set, well, those had to be actually handmade by the production staff. In fact, if you look close enough, you can see some palm trees poking out in some of the scenes too. Pretty cool, huh? But you know, there it is. That's my favorite movie of all time.
Okay, so there were some requests to see some of the backstage here, and I have to say one of the favorite things I have for movie DVDs, specifically, is the extras. Whether it's bloopers, looks at scenes that were cut out, the making of, anything like that. So we're going to give you a little tour of our set, i.e. the apartment, okay? So we only have about 3 places we can film. This is the kitchen. As you see, it's being used at the moment. You guys remember Mark, right?
Minestrone soup.
Minestrone soup. So, we have the backdrop. You guys have seen this, and I'm usually standing like somewhere over here. And this is the angle you'll get going this way. I'll give you a spin, and you can see the rest of it. Well, the sink. I won't show you too many dirty dishes, but we have a sink and a microwave. And then going the other way, our lighting, natural lighting. And then this is our coffee station and movable and removable if it gets too full craft cart. So it has all the goodies that go in, because we're in a small apartment, so storage is kind of like a thing. So we have to make use of whatever places that we have that we can fit it. So this is on wheels because right now the kitchen had room. Because, you know, coming out of spring, we have a lot of supplies, a lot of crafty stuff. Coming again, if you'll see my background here, checkered, black and white. We can film this way as well, standing. So, come around this way again. Still me. That's the bathroom. I filmed in the bathroom. I filmed once in the shower. And into here, you guys remember this? Not too long ago, you remember. And then we have the couch. You all know the couch, right?
Yes, I remember it.
You remember?
Oh, yeah.
So that's a tour of the set, such as it is. Few places to film. We can play with a little bit of lighting. We're on the low here. You know, we keep it simple. We keep it simple. But I hope you enjoyed the tour.
Oh my gosh. So, it's just Steven and myself doing everything that needs to be done to create a video. But to make a full-length movie in Hollywood, it takes hundreds of people on a production staff to do it, right? And some of those titles can be downright, well, kind of weird, actually. Like, what the heck is a greensman? And what's a grip, anyway? So we put together a list of a few of those production staff titles and what it is they do. Here, check it out.
We start with the director of photography, also known as the DP. He works to design each shot and makes decisions on what lens, filter, and lighting to use to achieve the desired look on the project. They are responsible for both the artistic and technical details involved when filming. The DP is often the second most senior member of the production crew behind the director. A greensman, also known as a nurseryman, greens person, is responsible for anything green used during the production of the film. So that goes from the grass, the flowers, the plants, anything like that.
The boom operator. So, the main responsibility of the boom operator is holding the boom mic, which is a long pole with a microphone on the end of it. You've seen them. Holding that microphone above the actors, but out of view of the camera. Pretty tricky. Other responsibilities include actually placing microphones on actors or around the set.
And then there's grips. A grip is a technician on a production crew who is responsible for building and maintaining camera and lighting setups. They assemble and build dollies, tracks, cranes, and other equipment needed to film a shot. There are different kinds of grips, including the key grip, who is the head of set operations.
The Foley artist is responsible for creating sound effects that accompany specific objects or movements or sound sources. Think footsteps, knocks at the door, heartbeats. And the newest member to movie production staffs everywhere, the COVID Compliance Officer. The CCO works directly with the production to make sure that protocols and guidelines are followed according to the Department of Health and the Centers for Disease Control. So that was just a few descriptions of some of the members of a production staff on a movie set. Boy, I tell you, I have a greater appreciation for what they do, huh? So, the next time you see their name on those rolling end credits, now you know what they do. Now, of course, that was only one millionth of the production crew. Really.
Sure.
I mean, there literally are hundreds and hundreds of people on a movie.
I know.
Especially those epic, huge movies.
I remember being a kid and watching if the song was good, the running credits at the movie theater. And I'm like, what's a key grip?
Yeah, right.
What's a best grip?
Yeah.
All that stuff.
What does the best man do?
At a
all that
at
kind
a
of
movie
stuff.
set.
Yeah, in a
So,
movie set. Yeah, right. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Answer questions I always had.
Yeah. So, I think we have one last little piece of business to do.
I think we do.
We do. We have
We do,
our
we do.
last winner to pick. Okay, so do you have the basket ready?
I do.
It's ready to go. All right. Just shake it all up. Ooh, shake it. Okay, here
You
we
wanna pull?
go.
I can pull.
Hmm?
Who's gonna pull? You want me to pull?
You can pull.
I can pull.
All right,
Okay,
can
you hold the
pull. Yeah,
basket.
yeah.
and I'll
Okay, all right, you ready?
Okay.
Drum roll, please.
pull. It is T-Girl.
T-Girl! Woohoo! Congratulations to you! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, so both of you definitely contact us or we'll contact you and we'll get your prize out to you this week, okay?
Yeah. We need somewhere to mail it. We can't send it digitally.
Yeah, no, we can't send it.
So we don't need your address, but we need some address we can send it
address.
to.
Right? Yeah.
We need some address where it'll get to you. So.
Oh my gosh. Well, I guess that brings our
Close.
CineMagic special to a close. Did
Can-
you have fun?
Can I turn on some tears? I'm not an actor.
You're not
know.
an actor,
I
but you
can't
did
act.
very good in this.
I tried.
You did.
That voice was I do a good voiceover.
You do. Yes, you do.
Yeah. No, but this was fun.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot of fun to do.
Yeah.
And we hope you enjoyed it too. And thank you everybody for participating in our giveaway and our poll and I'd like to thank everyone who made this movie possible.
You okay? It just goes to your. You know what? You get over 5,000 subs, and it goes right to your head, like your freaking PewDiePie. So,
oh my gosh!
At any rate, thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for watching. I hope you had a good time. Feel free to leave comments below. All that you may.
Yes.
Follow us on Facebook, Smokey Steve Space and Marc. On Instagram, it's Smokey Steve and Marc. Our email address and contact info is below as well. Hit the thumbs up, hit the alert button so you'll know when we have new videos.
Oh yes.
And when we go live too. And we will catch up with you soon.
Yes, we will. And y'all, Mondays with Marc will be back next week with an all new episode and an all new background.
All new set.
I'm totally stoked about it. Are you? Thanks again for watching, everybody. You have a fantastic week, and we'll see you next time, all right? Ciao, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. They like us. They really like us.